I believe in riding my bike to school. All of my friends think I'm crazy for riding my bike both to and from school, but I love the feeling of freedom. The wind zipping past as I speed down a smooth road, floating through the air and pedaling as fast as I can to gain even more speed. The familiar path I always take, the snug feeling of my helmet, and the coolness of the morning air on my body through my jacket gives me nostalgia. I squint at the rising sun as I make my first turn down the next side street, freshly paved and empty, as I lead my little brother to our destination, school. Riding my bike has always been something I did for fun until seventh grade. It became my ride to and from school on certain days of the week. My dad taught me to ride my bike when I was 7. He then taught me how to ride to school in seventh grade. Over the summer, I taught my little brother, Nick, the route to school and back so he could ride his bike with me. It means a lot to me that he wants to ride to school with me because we don't spend a lot of time together otherwise. When I ride my bike to school, I feel free. All the problems that my mind creates disappear, and if only for a second, I feel happy. I feel in the moment, not stuck inside my brain. I feel connected to the rest of the world, not like my own separate being. Most of the time, I feel like a waste of space. Everything I do is wrong, even if it had good intentions. I don't feel like that when I ride my bike. I feel the wind rushing past. I coast down smooth hills. I get red lights to turn green by myself. I feel empowered by what I can do on my rides. I am an equal to the cars going past. I never worry about being late or not having enough time to lock my bike up because that's all accounted for before I leave. I'm free to do what I feel is right. I believe that riding my bike makes me a better person. I always feel more prepared, awake, and overall better after a bike ride. I get along with people better and am in a good mood for the rest of the day when I ride my bike. In addition to preparing me for the rest of the day, I feel more eco friendly when I ride my bike. I know that riding my bike 2 days a week isn't going to save the earth, nor do any sort of helping. All the same, I feel less responsible for pollution when I ride my bike. Sure, the bus is going to use the same amount of gas, but at least it won't be wasting its gas on me. Even if I know that I'm not making a difference, I convince myself that I am, and it makes me feel a lot better. Riding my bike to school is something I do to get better at my sport. I run on the school cross country and track teams, both of which are in the warmer months. My older brother once told me that he started to see a lot more improvement in his running when he started biking in high school. I bike not only because it's more convenient for me and my parents, but also so that I can get better. Riding my bike to school makes me feel like I can get better, and I do see improvements much more when I bike. For example, this year I've stayed much more consistent throughout my workouts. I attribute this to riding my bike as I have to pace myself when riding to school as to try not to lose Nick. Riding my bike teaches me a lot about both running and everyday things. On the way back from school, I don't have people around me to talk to. My brother has already been home for about an hour, and I typically don't have music or anything else to listen to. I occupy my time by thinking. I think about riding my bike. I worry about how traffic is on my street. I think about my pace or how much my legs hurt from that day's run. Sometimes I contemplate what I learned from biking. Biking has taught me that it is okay to take breaks. I sometimes have to stop in order to catch my breath or take a drink of water. Riding my bike has taught me how to be responsible with my time. I have to plan ahead to make sure that I have enough time to get to school, lock my bike up, and get inside the school before the bell rings. This directly translated into my daily life. I started to plan ahead more and would follow through on plans more, and I benefited from it. No matter what my friends say, jokingly or not, I love to ride my bike. Biking means so much to me. It's not just something I do for fun or to clear my head. Biking is so much more than that to me. I wanted this essay to be about who I truly am. I was expecting to have to dial back on the sad factor. I wanted to write a deep and heart wrenching story. I guess my life isn't like that. I believe in riding my bike to school.